What you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
Hey, I'm Amy Chang. I'm a nationally board-certified health and wellness coach, and this is Healthy AF. In this podcast, I'll be bringing you all things health, from the newest health strategies to how to tackle those personal roadblocks that just will not let you move forward. So buckle in. We're going to be inspired and instructed, and dadgum, we're going to have a little fun on Healthy AF. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Healthy AF. This episode is dedicated to all of you who want to make changes in your health, and you're not quite sure how to do it. And you also know that there's some stuff in your life that needs to be done, but you're not really sure what those are. I get this question all the time. Hey, Amy, you're a life coach, right? No, I'm a health coach. Well, what's the difference in a health coach and a life coach? Well, let me give you my thoughts on that. And here they are. When I became a health coach, I absolutely loved the structures provided in health coaching. Okay. And there is a structure in what we do in our sessions and in how we progress over the weeks spent together, looking at you're here, you want to go there, and you want me to help you get there. That's basically my job. You're at some place, you want to be at a different place. It's my job to walk beside you, support, and facilitate your moving from A to B. Okay? It's a great job, actually. So, when you start working inside the health coaching framework, the first place we start is vision and values. What do you really want? You're finding your big why. And then we take an assessment like, well, what's going on now? Let's look at your whole life. You might be coming in with the singular focus of my butt has gotten too big for my underwear and it's uncomfortable and I need my butt to be smaller. But when we do an assessment, we open it up and say like, okay, we know you want your butt to be smaller. How about your relationships? How about your personal and professional development? What's your spirituality doing? What's your sleep look like, right? We open it up and we get this big picture of you in your whole life. And then you get to focus. A lot of people come in and they are solely focused on like, I eat like crap or I don't exercise and I need to lose weight. And actually, after that first assessment, they're like, wow, my stress is through the roof and I have no work boundaries. Okay. There's something to focus on right there. So we go vision, values, we do assessment, then we look at where you want to focus. And then we take some time to see like, well, how ready are you to change actually? How confident do you feel about changing? Is this actually a really good time for you to make this change? Is it really important for you to make this change right now? I mean, ask yourself that question. In fact, I'll do you one better. I'll answer it for myself right here on the line. I've put on like 15 pounds in less than a year. How important is it for me to lose that weight right now? Well, not really important, to be dead honest with you. My thyroid labs have been wackadoodle. That can affect my weight. And I've been mucking around with my hormone replacement therapy. And I've also been mucking around with my nutrition. I'm not real focused on what my weight is doing. I'd like to address what my other stuff is doing. So until I figure out some of those mysteries about what my endocrine system is dealing with right now and what nutrition I actually need to support my body to do all the things I'm asking her to do, I'm not about to go, hardcore on the like, I've got to fit into my pants. I may or may not go to the Goodwill and get some new shorts, not going to lie, because I can't put on the tight ones anymore. It drives me crazy. So you see how that readiness to change there, it might be a focus to lose weight, but when I really look like is really this time the right time to address that? No, it's not the right time. When I get all those other factors sort of tucked in, then it may be the right time. So we go through that readiness to change. And then we look at what goal do you really want? Based on your vision and values, got to go back up to the circle. Based on your vision and values and your assessment of yourself and your focus, what goal do you really want? We make that all smart and nice and neat. Then we get ready for action. We prep it. What's it really going to look like in your life? Let's not just take a person who hasn't done any exercise in the last 5 years and shove an hour and a half of exercise into their day 5 days a week. Talk about some stress level. I'd hate to see their cortisol. I'd hate to see the arguments they're going to have with their family members that they live with because their schedule has now just completely changed, right? We get ready. We prepare for that action. Then we go into action. Then we reflect and we repeat and we decide what else we want to do. Now, I break that down into 4 steps when I work with people because it's just easier. It kind of combines stuff up, makes it a little easier for our brains. But I want you to think about that. I don't know how many steps I just told you in that framework, but I do know that the visual is like you're here at the top of the circle. You're at like 12 o'clock, okay? You come in, you're at 12 o'clock. We start working on our vision and values. You have a complaint, for lack of a better term, that you're not happy with a certain point, and it brings you into coaching. We have to go all the way around the circle to get to like 8 o'clock before we take any action. What do we usually do when we're out and about in the real world, not working with a coach? We're at 12. We identify that there's something in our life that we don't like. We jump straight to 8. We go straight into action. It rarely works. It rarely sticks. It rarely is the right action. It rarely addresses the root cause. So that person I told you about who sounds a lot like me, who's like, my underwear don't fit anymore. My butt has gotten too big and I need my butt to shrink. Oh, wait, I need boundaries and better sleep and stress management. When they jump straight to action, they're missing out. That the reason they're not getting to the gym is because they don't turn their email off. And when they're always sucked into work and they don't value themselves and they don't even really know what they want in the next 6 months, 5 years, 10 years, they might get to the gym a few times in the next month. But when busy season comes back up at work and those emails start coming in, that habit is gone, puppy, gone. So when I work with people on a strictly health coaching business, we go right around that circle. Right around that circle. Now, I've done this now for 5 years, and this is the part of me that absolutely adores the life coaching part of my practice. If my client and I spend time really looking at the missing pieces in their life, really looking at some of the limiting beliefs, really looking at some of the patterns that don't serve them well, by the time we get around to actions and goals, a lot of things have already started shifting. We never really had to make a formal plan for action. It just sort of happens. Because now all of a sudden they've let go some of those old patterns that have them believing that they can't say no to an email and yes to something that's a little scary, like walking into a CrossFit for the first time. Or trying on that spandex and getting out there and walking with your friend. Those things just happen. And that's what I saw as a health coach that had me realize that when I spend enough time with my client, looking at their life in the life coaching realm, beginning to connect in with their body again, listening to all the innate wisdom, rediscovering their best self, creating a personal mission statement, really helping them to embody their best self. Not write down on a piece of paper, I love everybody. But we all know that writing down on a piece of paper, I love everybody, and then loving that person who is rude to you in the store, two totally different things. Loving that person that you're saying no to at the moment, so different. Especially when you're saying no to them so that you can say yes to something else you're really committed to. Ooh, that's tough stuff. But when we start cleaning up that area, then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, no, I took a beautiful day outside. I took a walk and it just felt so good. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. Okay, great. We didn't have to set this sort of not random, but we didn't have to set a structured goal of, I want to be outside walking 3 days a week for 30 minutes. And sometimes we get there. And sometimes we don't, frankly. But the little results that they came in for are falling in line. And so the goal that they came in, like when we have the consultation and they're like, I really need my butt to fit in my pants. By the time we're finished in 6 months, their butt does fit into their pants, at least a little bit better. At least they're on their way. But they're more joyful and they're more confident, and everything seems to be easier. That was one of the first things. I heard those two things the first year I was a coach. People consistently told me that they met or got on the way to the results that they wanted to have, that they came in with. But they were surprised to see that they were easy, that they did them with ease, and that they found everyday joy. So that's just some food for thought and explanation. Can you work a health coaching process and get the result that you want to get and maintain it? Yes. Can you do that if you don't address your life stuff? Maybe for a little bit. If you work your life stuff, you're going to be better equipped to really love yourself enough to, in this society and this culture, choose yourself first in a selfish, unselfish way. And that's what I do with people. And that's why people always say to me, are you a life coach? Well, no, not technically. Technically, I'm a health coach, but I'm not really doing my job unless we're lifing it up. I hope this encourages you to spend time with beautiful, unique you. You have so much to offer, and you can't shell it out if you're too busy or too defeated to know that beautiful you is in there. Get to know you. You are so worth it. And give yourself some grace. I'll see y'all next time on Healthy AF. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Healthy AF podcast. I hope that it has helped you create a new possibility for your health and sets you into action to go get it. If you want more information or if you want to connect with me, visit my website at myhealthylife.coach. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that each new Healthy AF episode will be sent directly to you. Let's take you from where you are to where you want to go.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.